What's up guys, Blade Master here. Welcome to game 2 between Diplomat and Grenit in round 1 of the Blade Balance Invitational tournament. This one is going to be fought in Alexandria, which will make for most likely what's going to be a long drawn out battle between Carthage and Swaby. It's 16 minutes, so honestly it's not all that bad. This is in Diplomat's perspective. We can see him bringing Carthage. He's gone with a very similar build to his Pontic army from last game. 4 Libyan Peltas here, which are going to be quite deadly Peltist units. Behind a total of 5 African pikemen. Super strong pike line. We can see a total of 2 late Libyan hoplites behind them mercenary Celtic warrior and a mercenary Italian swords. Mercenary companion cav on the right, a mercenary Numidian noble cav in the center, and a total of 2 Scutari cavalry. General bodyguard who is a strategist general. Now, on the other hand, for Swaby, brought by Grenit, we can see glimpses of the Swaby army. You can see some spear levy, a total of 4 bloodstone if I remember the army composition correctly, and I think 3 spear levy. And let's go ahead and fast forward. I don't know what kind of chances Swaby has against this sort of Carthage army. They need to kill off the African pikemen, which is going to be a super hard task for them. Oh, we can see a total of 2 Germanic scout riders, some Cimbri bowwomen. Just some more glimpses. And here, another Cimbri bowwoman. So a lot of, looks like 2 or 3 at least skirmish troops, archer troops, which is a good idea, of course. Cimbri bowwomen, very decent archer units. Doesn't look like he's pulling back, like Swaby's pulling back. You can see a noble rider here, noble rider general, spear levy, a sword master, and a berserker and a sword master on the left flank. Noble rider general, Cimbri bowwomen, a spear levy, and 2 Germanic scout riders. In the center is spear levy, bloodstone, two bloodstone, another spear levy over here, 2 sword masters on the flank. Spear levy and a noble rider on the right flank. So you can see he's sort of adapted. Grenit has adapted from the last game. He's keeping his flanks incredibly powerful with 2 sword masters, noble riders, and spear support in case there's a cav charge. Of course, here there's a berserker as well. And it looks like the center is sort of spread out and not very strong. Now, the Swordmaster's actually got a pretty decent charge in, getting 8 kills on African pikemen before pulling away. So that's a smart early little trade-off. And meanwhile, I think he's pulling back the Cimbri bowwomen, getting them into a safe position. Now, the Swordmaster is about to get charged at by Scutari cavalry, so he's bringing his noble riders. So Carthage and Diplomat is forced to pull away. Doesn't want to take that engagement. Wants to bring in the Libyan Peltas, of course, to help support. Those Libyan Peltas can be very deadly because they can gen snipe this noble rider in a matter of seconds, essentially. Now again, he's going to pull in with his Scutari cavalry. Diplomat is enter into the forest, again feinting that charge. Now shooting in with Libyan Peltas onto Swordmasters. That's honestly not all that bad for Grenit. Sure, the Swordmasters don't have the greatest amount of armor for an elite unit, but it's a decent amount of armor at the end of the day overall, and it's into the forest. So the Libyan Peltas, with their low amount of ammunition, they're wasting their ammo there. This Scutari cavalry just charged into berserkers, already netting 1 kill. That's a good charge, and now he's going to bring in some mercenary Italian swordsmen to support that engagement. He needs to pull away that Scutari cav immediately though, which he is, and now he's going to let the African pikemen screen off. But while they're reforming, this Swordmaster just got a beautiful charge on them, getting 22 kills on this African pikeman, totally. Now, the Grenit, the noble rider general for Grenit has gotten caught by the Scutari cav. This is an immense move by Diplomat, sacrificing the Scutari cav there and then just pouring in the fire from Libyan Peltas, along with mercenary Italian swords coming in to support. The general has already lost 15 men from that engagement. Holy shit. Now we can see the rest of Grenit's army. You can see a total of 4 bloodstone in the center and a total of 2 to 3 spear levy. So it's a very light center, but it's got a lot of units, and it's spread across a large portion of the map. The African pikeman has actually gotten destroyed by the Swordmaster. They've taken minimal casualties from that, and the berserkers have lost a shit ton of men. The Italian swordsmen have done a really, really good job. They are using Headhunt though. So the Italian swordsman will be engaged. And here you can see, wow, speaking of engagements, the mercenary companion cav just charged into the Bloodsworn and got 40 kills, or 30 kills off of the charge. These are units that have shit charge. But they still managed to destroy that Bloodsworn on the charge because they are light infantry units. They were killing off the mercenary Italian swords while they were chasing away the noble rider general. The Libyan peltists, they are still firing, they're firing into the flanks of the swordmasters now while they engage against the Italian swords. And the African pikeman with 57 men is bound to come back sooner rather than later. Here, the swordmasters charging into the African pikemen while they drop their pikes. So the swordmasters will lose a lot of men there. But they did get a half decent charge. The Bloodsworn as well charging into the front of pikes. I'm not really sure why. The Numidian Noble Cav is a very powerful threat that needs to be killed off before they enter late game. The Italian swords here getting destroyed now, finally, and the Scutari Cav got killed by the Cimbri bowwomen. Late Libyan hoplites coming in to support them. Swordmasters here down to 50 men. The Companion Cav has done immensely here, getting 63 kills off of that charge onto the Swordmasters. Beautifully done. And on the other side, the Germanic Scout Riders have killed off the late Libyan hoplites which were supporting. Noble Rider is going to kill off the Scutari Cav, but this Numidian Noble Cav is getting a lot of kills just firing their javelins into that engagement. The Companion Cav, how many units does it have left? It's still full strength and it's killed off the Swordmaster. The Noble Rider General really should have come in to support and kill off this Companion Cav. They can be just so immense. So all the dangerous late game tools for Carthage are completely fine. And as well, there are some pikes that are going to be always a threat. So it's tough to see how Swaby is going to pull this back. Pikemen here, full strength, going to kill off the Bloodsworn. And the Swordmasters getting 92 kills so far on a mix of Italian swordsmen and pikemen. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Those Swordmasters need to be used on the right units, and using them in the front of pikemen is not a good way to use them, I think. The Noble Riders, 36 men, pulling away. The late Libyan hoplites is incredibly isolated, so very easy chance to just destroy what would be a very useful supporting unit with a Bloodsworn here. The Swordmasters and Berserkers now, Berserkers going to charge into Italian swordsmen, kill them off. They can be immense here, because they can charge into the Italian swordsmen, pull away a little bit, and then rear charge this African pikeman. And the African pikeman is done amazingly. But the Swordmasters can hold them down for a little bit longer, and then the Berserkers can. But that's easier said than done, because the Berserkers have gone berserk, so he has no control over them now. The Companion Cav as well is pretty isolated, and now they're going to rear charge the Noble Rider General of Grenit. So that's actually a really good move. With the late Libyan hoplites coming in to support, the Noble Rider is basically dead. But the Spear Levy are going to come in. He's popping Pride now before his general dies. The general, his last words were, "Be proud, man. Stay proud." And then he dies. The Companion Cav, though, is going to lose so many men to the Spear Levy because it's got extra AP damage now. Fuck, it has 34 weapon damage. Holy crap. But it pulls away quickly enough. And ultimately, the Aryo-Vista general was wasted. Now, Germanic Scout Riders are wavering en masse because of the general recently died penalties. Surprisingly enough, the Bloodsworn are still not wavering. Wow, okay. The Companion Cav has gotten 140 kills with the double XP chevron. They're just charging in and pulling away easily enough. The Libyan peltists haven't gotten too many kills. The Berserker is now full strength. They might just be getting into them now. Ooh, ouch. That's a lot of javelins the Berserkers didn't need. But they are in the forest, so they are somewhat protected. And they are not Berserk, so they really should charge into the Libyan peltists and get a lot of kills there. The Swordmaster with 30 men has somehow killed off this African pikeman. And the Noble Rider is dead. General Bodyguard, though, is getting fired upon by Cimbri bowwomen. This one companion is going to be a pain in the ass, but where is the Numidian Noble Cavalry? Is the Numidian Noble Cavalry died? If that is the case, that's crazy. If the Numidian Noble Cav died, I don't see why they would, because they could have just ran back very easily. It looks like they're dead, though. It does look like the Numidian Noble Cav are dead. The Companion Cav now got caught by Germanic Scout Riders, and they are going to lose a lot of men, and they might just die here because, this is not where they want to be. They've gotten attacked in the rear. The Germanic scout riders are quick enough to keep chasing after them if they do choose to pull away. And now the spear levy are coming into support, and they're just deadly units when it comes to supporting a cav engagement. So might just seem like there's a chance for Swaby now, and that would be essential because if he loses this, Grenit is out of the tournament. Charging into the front of pikes like this is a surefire way to get himself out of the tournament, though. But now they're reforming, so while they reform, they're going to take some casualties, and critically, it means that the Libyan pelts are also going to lose some men. Now it looks like Memkin is forced, or Diplomat is forced into very defensive formation in the center. Beautiful, fearless charge here from the Germanic scout riders, but they need to be pulled away from the African pikemen. It looks like they were trying to get at the Libyan peltists. Libyan peltists as well are very, they're a dangerous unit because you don't want to charge into them with any sort of cavalry unit because they've got decent enough melee stats, and critically they've got medium mass, so they won't take much damage from the charge. Now, Bloodsworn getting charged at by mercenary Celtic warriors, Swordmasters killing off a lot of the Libyan peltists, and Berserkers who are out of control getting 156 kills, killing off a lot of the African pikemen as well, and the shield wall being used on the Libyan peltists now to enhance their staying power, but they are not going to do anything to this Berserker. The African pikemen are not in pike in pike phalanx, and that is going to be a mistake that kills off this African pikeman. This Afro pikeman trying to hit the spear levy, and the Bloodsworn are going to hit them in the flank. So that is another great use of the troops here. This African pikeman without pike phalanx is trying to charge into the Cimbri bowmen, so Grenit is trying to pull them away. Berserker is doing immensely here. 17 men left, but gotten 185 kills, and the Libyan peltists as well, probably dropping down, or going to drop very soon. But all in all, it doesn't look like Memkin is going to be able to lose this match, I think. The Bloodsworn now, they are fighting up against Libyan peltists, and their bonus versus infantry is going to help them out a lot against these Libyan peltists. Peltists pulling away, African pikemen now coming in to help support. The Bloodsworn need to be pulled away now because they will lose a lot of men very quickly to African pikemen. Yeah, all in all, I don't see how Swaby is going to be able to win this. Let's see what the time is. 8:56 a.m. I need to leave soon, so this will probably be the only match that I cast. Or sorry, I won't cast the third match just yet. Spear levy pulling away. And ooh, that Bloodsworn has routed, and now this Bloodsworn is going to help support. But it's a bit too late. It was about to rear charge this African pikeman. And the Libyan peltists here also helping out. The Bloodsworn not getting too many kills, but going to be, I don't see how Swaby is really going to be able to win this. Berserker is still at 9 men, still managed to get a lot of kills. And the Germanic Scout Rider could be very essential here. Good charge into the Libyan peltists and then rear charge the African pikemen. Along with the scare of the Berserkers, that could help a lot. The Cimbri bowmen here steadily racking up the experience upgrades. They're hitting the rear of that African pikeman there. And wow, the Bloodsworn destroying that Italian swordsman or Celtic warrior there, and now getting at the Libyan peltist. And now this Germanic Scout Rider charged into the Libyan peltist, and I don't know what they're trying to do now. Well, they're just pulling away in general. Bloodsworn now, finally the Libyan peltists have killed them off. Libyan peltist has done very well in that engagement. The spear levy might just be able to kill off that Libyan peltist, but I think it's a bit too weak to do that. Cimbri bowmen doing well, now going to charge into African pikemen while they try to reform. So African pikemen now sandwiched, but not against very high quality troops. And all in all, it doesn't look like Swaby is going to be able to win this. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Wait, what the hell is left? Oh, it's just the Berserker with 2 men. This must be game 3. They mislabeled this. This is game 3 between Diplomat and Grenit. So Diplomat wins the first round between him and Grenit, so he moves on to the semi-finals. Sorry, because it's not my fault. They labeled it wrong. I thought this was game 2. The African pikemen getting a lot of kills, and the Libyan peltists were very useful because they didn't get many kills, but they managed to stay alive at the end of the game. Numidian noble cavalry was wasted. The companion cav did very well. But yeah, all in all, very, very well played to Diplomat. I haven't seen game two yet, so I don't know how well or how poorly he does. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this set of matches and stay tuned for more. Peace.